Welcome back to another video, guys. Boy, it's been a while since I've gotten back in the saddle with work trips and visiting family. I've been gone for a few weeks. It's good to be back. Very quickly, I want to give a few shout outs. Number one, I want to thank Mike Malone TV. Mike, thank you for having me on your channel the other day. If you missed his channel, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description, but check out Mike Malone TV. He's a content creator who I've been following for some time, even before I started a YouTube channel. It was good to finally meet up with him, learn more about him, and have fun with him and his girlfriend at the Hard Rock in Sacramento. So check him out, give him some love. I'd also like to give a shout out, a delayed shout out, my apologies, to this group of folks here. This was my treasure scavenger hunt group from Reno at the Video Poker Fest. I want to thank Craig, Jose, and Kathy. Thank you guys for your support following the channel, and I really enjoyed the meal that we shared afterwards. Anyways, back here at the Tropicana, it is 114 degrees outside in Laughlin. I'm here for one night. I was very grateful to get this king bed. For some reason, apparently when I booked with the agent over the phone a while back, it was listed as a queen smoking. So thankfully I was able to clear that up at the front desk. They gave me a unit that's at the very end of the hallway, which is great. Great for, for noise suppression. And it's almost August, which means kids will be back in school. So that's the best time to be a nomad, is when kids go back to school, because you don't have all these families bringing in all their small children to casinos, of all places. I don't know why they do that, but it is what it is. Summer's been very busy with families here and in Las Vegas. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my schedule coming up. I've got a lot of rooms booked. I just want to talk about booking and comps very quick. What does 7 weeks of being a casino nomad look like? Well, this next 5 to 10 minutes may be really boring for you, so feel free to skip if you want. But I'm going to go ahead and go through each of these 7 weeks and give you some insights as to where I'm staying, why I booked a certain property, maybe just a quick pro-con kind of deal on the properties. And then we'll wrap it up into a nice little present at the end. And if I have time, I'll go ahead and share some fun day in the life stuff. Otherwise, that'll be coming up. I do plan to do more day in the life videos. However, I've been very exhausted from travel lately and just need to make a video where I sit on my butt and talk. So that's what this is going to be. All right, so we're coming up into the first week of August. And looking forward to that. So my first week, I will be staying on the Strip. I will be at the Link. Now, prior to the WSOP, the Horseshoe had been my hotel of choice. But throughout the WSOP, I had switched over to Link because, number one, they were offering me mostly comp rooms, and I was very grateful for that. Caesars is by far my favorite bread and butter property chain for staying in hotels, and the Link's grown on me, even despite the small desk area. It's really grown on me. I enjoy it. The location's great. I love what they have to offer. I highly recommend Link. Check it out if you haven't. Link is good. So I'll be there for 5 nights there, August 2nd through 7th. And unfortunately, that will not be a comp stay. I'll be paying $39.68 for 5 nights. Boo-hoo, right? That weekend, though, August 7th through the 9th, I will be heading down to Laughlin, and I'll be staying at the Aquarius again. I recently had an opportunity to stay at the Aquarius for my first time a few months ago, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm so glad they're going to have me back. Definitely going to give them some more action on the video poker machines and maybe even some craps as well. So really looking forward to staying there again. One thing I really enjoyed about Aquarius was their rooms. They reminded me a lot of the Tropicana rooms. And not only did they have great noise suppression, but the views of the Colorado River were absolutely incredible. After Aquarius, I will be transferring to Harrah's Laughlin for a 5-night comp stay. I've been staying in Tropicana most of the time. However, Tropicana wasn't available to me, but Harrah's opened up for comps for that week. So between Harrah's and Aquarius, it'll be a 7-day comped stay, and I'm very excited about that. I'll be coming back into Vegas that Friday, the 14th, and I'll be staying at the Gold Coast. Now, if some of you have been following my channel, are aware and remember, for 6 months, beginning January of 2026, I wasn't getting any comps. I wasn't getting anything from any of the Boyd properties. And it was super frustrating because I really enjoyed Boyd overall. And it was just frustrating. I thought maybe they had blacklisted me. I don't know what the reason was, but Gold Coast started opening up for weekends, complimentary. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take them up on this, and I'm gonna start to give some frequent action when I'm there. And I hope never to lose Boyd again, because the Boyd properties are great, guys. Check them out. If you want to stay off strip, stay at a Boyd property, okay? And I would love to get back into Suncoast. They've recently done some renovations on their rooms, and oh gosh, I really want to check out their rooms and get back into Suncoast. If you've seen some of my earlier videos for when I first started the channel, oh man, I was raving about Suncoast. Anyways, I'll be staying at the Gold Coast that weekend, comped. That's super exciting. I'll then be heading to Harrah's on the Strip for a 5-night stay, and that's going to be comped as well. So another comp stay, can't complain. Again, guys, when I say comped, that's the room, that's the taxes, and that's the resort fee. With my player status, it's all comped. That weekend, I'll be transferring to my house. I'll be staying at the room there that I'm renting, $50 a night. I get to use up to 3 nights a month. So I have chosen those 2 nights to stay there. And then I'll be heading back to the link again the following week. 5-night stay, and that is 5 nights comped, 100%. And I'll be transferring back to Gold Coast again for another comped weekend. Very excited about that. We already spoke about Gold Coast. And then heading into September, I'll be using my 3rd and final night at the house, followed by a 2-night complimentary, including comp resort fees, stay at the Fontainebleau. And I'm really excited about that. I'll put up the email offer here if I'm able to find it. But I thought that was a nice little surprise, and look forward to checking that out and just kind of experiencing what it's like. It'll be my first time, and stick with the channel, guys. I'll bring you along for the ride, for the experience. After Fontainebleau, I've got one night that I have to figure out. That actually may be a Luxor stay. I recently did a tier match with my diamond status at Caesars to MGM Gold, which is good for 3 months. And I believe that was, I think it was a $6 a night room at the Luxor with waived resort fees due to gold status. I haven't booked that yet, but I have a note here. It says, book Luxor for 9/2 to 9/4. So I'll look into that. Otherwise, I can be flexible with that date and use my house, the house nights. So I'll be using the house nights going into the following week, where I'll be at the link again. That is going to be not a comp stay. $43.08 though for 5 nights. I'll take it. Again, guys, I don't get comped 100% of the time. You know, I take what I can get, and if I have to pay for rooms, then I'll pay for rooms. One thing that I really value now are longer stays. I used to bounce around every 2, 3, 4 or 5 nights. I love the 4-night, 5-night stays now. And even if I have to pay, I'd prefer just to pay to get those 5 nights, because bouncing around has been very, very taxing lately. And yeah, we've talked about that on the channel before. It's very taxing, guys. I do not condone this lifestyle. I do not condone this. I'll then be heading to a third comp weekend at the Gold Coast. And then I'll be back at Horseshoe Las Vegas again. Man, it'll have been, what, 2.5 months since I've stayed at the Horseshoe Las Vegas. That was my bread and butter property before heading into the WSOP, and it finally opened up again for comp nights. So 5 nights comped back at the Horseshoe again. I'm excited about that. And that's the 7 weeks that I have secured, guys. So yeah, very excited about that. It's good to know where I'll be in 7 weeks. Of course, if I get a phone call from work, or if something comes up where I have to make any adjustments, then I'll have the flexibility to do that. But at least I'm at a point now where being a month and a half ahead makes me sleep a little bit better at night. So that's all I have to say about that. Hopefully you found it informative. And you want to know what I just realized? I just told 22,000 of you my exact plans and whereabouts for the next 7 weeks. Should probably delete this video. Alright guys, remember when I said earlier that I was going to wrap this video up into a nice little present? Well, I have an opportunity to do so. It's either going to be a present or it's going to be a lump of coal, because I was invited to a craps meetup here at none other than the El Cortez Casino downtown. So I'm going to be meeting up with a couple of friends. It's going to be a full table. It's going to be unbelievable action, hopefully. Unfortunately, I do not have permission to film tables. I won't be able to share that. But I will let you guys know what happens with a emoji. Thanks again for watching, guys. Thanks for your subscribes, your comments, your likes. See you in the next one.